Dave Bahnsen joins me now. Dave, last week was a terrific week. I'm just wondering if today maybe there's some profit taking, or is it the tough talk on tariffs again?
It's a combination of things. First of all, the market went up a lot when he started taking off tariffs. They went down 5,000 points when the tariffs were put on. As they've slowly repealed tariffs is what gave markets relief. But all markets can do, David, is try to price in today what it's guessing for the future. And it's very hard to guess right now because there's a lot of unpredictability. The key issue is going to be what happens in the real economy in the months ahead. We're seeing a lot of signs of some contraction around business activity.
And we got a lot more to say, and thankfully you're here for the whole hour, so we'll have time to say it. David, I want to bring you back in. Let's talk about that third thing. Deregulation is critical. Getting, as Bahnsen says, getting government out of the way is critical to getting the economy moving again.
So that would include, for me, government out of the way of telling Hollywood where to make movies, what the tax burden needs to be on different trade issues. But the big issue for me when we talk about Main Street is I'm talking to small business owners every day that don't know what decisions to make. So the sooner they get the tariff ambiguity out of the way, the quicker we can get to businesses making decisions necessary to produce goods and services that drive economic growth.
And the tax ambiguity out of the way.
Well, and the tax ambiguity, too. And frankly, some of the campaign promises that were made, there's a lot out there that has to get done.
Absolutely.
I'm confident a lot of it will, but I still continue to believe we don't want government in the way, and these tariffs are adding to that, not subtracting from it.
David Bahnsen, thank you very much. Let's start off with some of the Hollywood stocks, if we could, Taylor, because, of course, we got news. We don't know how Donald Trump plans to put that 100% tariff on foreign-made films, but even though we don't know the details, maybe that's why the stocks are down.
This is David Bahnsen's favorite story, right? 100% tariffs, unless you make them here in the U.S., and then, of course, you pay zero tariffs, David.
Bahnsen, it's your favorite story to hate. We should emphasize that's one thing Taylor didn't put in there.
It's not just Hollywood. It's all government picking of winners and losers. I hate all of it.
Yeah, understood. David, you brought us some dividend picks. My stepson Felipe loves your dividend picks. What are they?
Well, today we're going to talk about Merck because there's not a lot of stuff in this market trading at 12 times earnings, let alone one of the greatest companies in America. It's offering a 4% yield that they've grown every single year forever. You got huge dividend growth, a big entry yield, and you're buying 12 times earnings. Why is it down on the year? Because there's concern about is he going to implement tariffs on pharmaceuticals and whatnot. There's bad news already priced in the stock. This is a great place to buy.
Truist Financial. What about them?
Similar story. All the financials were down on tariff concerns, economic headwinds. Are we going in recession? It's, again, a story not where I disagree with the fundamentals. There could be some economic headwinds, but I think it's priced in. Now you're going to get over a 5% dividend yield from one of the great financial kind of super regional banks that I think is just going to be a great value stock going forward with high dividend yield.
Over 5%, and it ain't going anywhere.
No, and the dividend's growing year by year.
David, thank you very much.
The chair of the House Education Committee says for decades, Congress has responded to the student loan crisis by throwing more and more taxpayer dollars at the problem, never addressing the root causes of skyrocketing college costs.
Grady, thank you very much. I want to bring David back in because that really is the key. Colleges weren't losing a thing. I mean, colleges could raise their tuitions while at the same time getting paid off by taxpayers before. So we have to somehow put them on the hook rather than us.
Well, and he said it doesn't address the issue of skyrocketing cost. It feeds the issue of skyrocketing cost.
100%.
When you subsidize it, it pushes the cost higher. This is economics 101. First of all, of course, they should be collecting from people not paying their bills. And for those in a real hardship, we already have a mechanism where people can get grace out of severe hardship. They go substantiate, they can't pay. The federal government has to work with them. These are just 5 million people not paying their bills because the former president didn't make it.
Change the system to put the colleges on the hook. That's it. David, great stuff. Thank you very much for being here for the full hour.